your chocolate milk or pour it into your mouth as you sleep. That's the downside of good succubus magic.
So I'll be...
A plain, boring human. No potential, no abilities, no memories to even have abilities. You'll be a plain Jane girl in a plain Jane world.
That's the dream, baby! I am so done with all these shenanigans. All I wanted was some time to mourn my dead grandpappy, and everybody had to get involved, and I just need some time with my dead grandpappy. I nodded before looking to the vial. My memory in exchange for my humanity. That's not what she said. I popped the cork of the vial and gingerly brought it to my lips. Goodbye magic, goodbye demons, goodbye strange future. Hello normalcy. I tilted my head back and chugged the drink down, feeling its magic already starting its work as it reached the inside of my mouth. I felt dizzy and sick, but I sucked down every last drop of the liquid. I felt the memories of the boys fade away. I never met them in my house when I moved in. I never was attacked by Malix or his goons. I never was kidnapped. I never met Diana. As I finished drinking, I felt my body grow weak, almost becoming unable to continue standing up. My vision was blurred and fuzzy, and I couldn't help but let my eyes shut. I asked for this. I wouldn't have the boys protecting me anymore. I didn't even open up my eyes when I finally fell forward into Diana's arms.
It's for your own good, sweetie. Forget about it and be normal. I'm sorry.
I felt my mind slowly relax. There were no demons, no devils, no magic to drive me crazy. Everything was normal. Everything was peaceful. Everything was ordinary. Just the way Diana wanted. Just the way I wanted. Eventually the morning arrived and the sun screamed at me to get up. Surprisingly, I woke up before my alarm clock, which was nice. I stretched out and quickly got dressed, getting ready for school. I went over in my mind what had happened over the weekend, suddenly feeling wary. I'd moved in Friday night, held a house party Saturday, and enjoyed my day Sunday. Yup, sounds right! I scooped up my bag and headed downstairs to the dining room. The room was empty and I felt hungry. I needed to eat something. I looked to my phone and saw a text I must have completely forgotten about.
Hey, I know you have school today, but do you want to hang out after?
I couldn't help a small smile from growing on my face. Andrew was sweet and seemed like a good guy. He's also the only guy we've met in the past 4 days. I remember how he gave me his number as he dropped me off at home from my visit to Grandpappy's grave, making my small smile bigger. I chuckled and texted back. Sorry, have to study. Could you imagine? Sure, why not? I made myself some quick toast and coffee, needing a jump start. I felt drained and I did not want to fall asleep in class. Something bothered me, though. My house felt empty, or at least emptier than when I came for some reason. I couldn't put my finger on it, but it slightly bothered me. I finished my food and quickly rushed to the front, waiting for Naomi's car and confident that nothing was going to happen. I avoided talking about what had happened yesterday. I'll be riding with you guys from now on to and from school. Wow, no talking from Naomi or Suzu. That's weird. As we entered the school, we quickly gathered our things from our lockers and headed to class. There were no events, to my surprise. Naomi and Suzu took their seats around me. Suzu in front of me, Naomi beside me, before the class bell rang and class was greeted by our teacher. History wasn't as boring as economics, but I still managed to space out in that class just the same. I decided to keep my eyes to my notebook. Began to scribble random doodles, some which stuck out to me more than others. I'd somehow managed to doodle a small bear with a heart on its stomach. Cracked a small smile at the image, imagining the heart lighting up on my paper as I pressed the eraser of my pencil on it. I remembered what had happened last week, slowly frowning at the memories of my grandpappy. I guess it was still hard to let him go. To lose someone is never easy, but I knew that moping and letting his memory get to me wouldn't do any good. See, normally I'd be like, okay, maybe you're right, but she literally has not had real time to mourn this past week. I felt, though, that he was watching over me. As stupid as that may sound, I felt that I was somehow safe. Like it was okay to not focus on school or my future and just live my own little world. I could be a little girl and draw pictures instead of plan out the rest of my life and be perfectly happy. Sadly, I knew that wasn't realistic. Graduation was slowly coming up and my mind had wandered into the future once again. What was I going to do? It was hard to think about. At this rate, I just wanted to wing it. No decisions had to be made ahead of time in my little world. No disappointments would come out of whatever I decided to do in my little world. Hell, maybe I could have found the perfect magical love in my little world, and life would just turn out like a dream. Yeah, that's a little much. It was so sad to think that my world wasn't real, yet my heart still wished that it was. It gently squeezed inside my chest, almost convincing me that magic could be real. My mind knew better. Sure. Let out a small sigh, letting my little... Okay, this whole my little world thing is getting old. Anyway, hide away in my thoughts as the class bell rang. Naomi and Suzu smiled at me, making me feel a little better. At least I still had my friends. Quickly gathered my things and left to my next class. Throughout the day, I had found myself wondering about my future. What was I going to do? How was I going to do it? Everything. Then Andrew came to mind. He and I were in the same position. We both were in line to take the CEO position, but neither of us wanted it. It was adorable to think about. How was that adorable? It's not Romeo and Juliet.
Hey, are you listening?
No! I broke out of my thoughts, finding myself in the hall with my things, ready to head home. I don't know how much is left of this route, so I'm thinking it's going to end soon, so we're going to go through it, and then we'll take the break, because I think it'd be a little odd to take the break, come back, only have like 20 more minutes left of this route, and then start back up a new playthrough. So, but we have met the quarter-way mark. We have done it. We are 6 hours in to this 24-hour stream, which I know isn't a lot. I've streamed for longer. Like, there was a period of time where I was streaming average of like 7 hours each time. So, I'm not feeling it yet, but we will. A bois?
Dude, you've been spacing out all day. Are you okay?
No, my grandpappy died, and it makes me sad.
Dude, you've been...
This one. Well, I don't know if that one's good. It's nothing. Okay, that didn't do anything either. Okay, it's like the same thing every time, but I'm gonna choose, yeah, I'm fine. As expected, Naomi and Suzu gave me disapproving looks.
What's going on, Anderson? We're just worried about you.
Now you guys are worried? It's nothing, really. It's... Before I could continue, I heard Lisette's gaggle of girls giggling nearby. Gosh dang it. I prepped myself, ready to fight Lisette or deal with another attack from her girl army before turning to the sound. I felt my face go red at the sight. Oh! Andrew was standing in the hall, smiling at me. The girls around him seemed flirtatious, but he only kept his eyes on me. It wasn't like he was holding flowers, but his older looks made him the cutie of the school hall. Isn't that cute? I'll be honest, he was much more handsome than any guy in the school. Oh, okay. Sure. Andrew, hi. Hello.
Hey, I was waiting outside for you, but I needed to use the restroom. I hope you don't mind me coming into your school for that, right?
I'm pretty sure schools don't let you do that, but not at all. Andrew smiled at me before gesturing to my friends, who both practically had their jaws hitting the floor.
And who are your friends?
Oh, this is Naomi and Suzu.
Pleasure. Yo.
I'm not gonna lie, those are good lines, and I liked how they got delivered. They looked at me, giving me their silent friendship. Oh my god, who is the hot guy, and how do you know him look? Apparently that's a look that she can identify. I glared rap. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I am sorry about the wait. I haven't even been gone that long. My mom came home and she gave me all of my little Valentine stuff. I've got couple boxes of chocolates, some Black Forest gummies, some red velvet Kit Kats, which if any of you by any chance were there in 2017 for my Valentine's Day stream, I actually tried a bunch of crazy new Valentine's Day candy, and I tried these new red velvet flavored Kit Kats, and I actually really like them. And she also got me a cute little bear and then 2 spatulas that are just adorable. And I'll take pictures and post on Twitter or something later. Probably Tumblr, just because Twitter annoys me. But let's finish this route off and then take a real break. So, you came to pick me up?
Yeah, I figured I could drive you from school to wherever, you know? Save some time and stuff. Unless you don't wanna.
Oh, I definitely wanna.
For sure, I'll be outside.
Andrew smiled and gave a 2-fingered salute to me. What a loser. Before heading out of the hall. The girls, like a gaggle of morons, followed. As I looked to Naomi and Suzu, they glared at me. What?
How did you know that guy? When did you two meet?
You were there!
You've been hogging guys to yourself.
You were there, girl! It's not like that, okay? We met at the house party. My mom introduced us, and, well, he's kind of nice. Blue is having a fit because she can't get out of the room. I'm sorry, I'm trying to hurry this up. Naomi and Suzu raised their eyebrows at me in almost perfect sync. I sighed. Look, we're just friends, and he wanted to hang out, so I said yes, okay? It's just for today. It's nothing, really.
Whatever you say. Just remember to use rubber.
Oh my god! Before I could defend myself, Lisette strutted up to me, crossing her arms.
So, who was that? A college boy?
Maybe. We don't actually know if he's in college.
Back off, Lucette. I'm really not in the mood to hear your voice right now, and neither is Anderson.
I just wanted to know. Can a girl be curious?
A girl can be thirsty, more like.
Be curious, but don't pry.
Oh, wow. That's great life advice, actually. Oh my god, I'm screenshotting. Come here, Giazzo. Amazing. Seduce Me can teach you such wonderful life lessons. Oh yeah, I gotta accidentally, yeah. I could feel something go sour. Something wasn't right. Why was Lisette approaching us? She wasn't the type to talk to us freely. Sorry, Blue keeps throwing a fit and it's adorable. I looked around to see a small gaggle of her girls. Okay, gaggle is actually getting pretty old. It was charming when they only used it a few times, but it's a bit much. Looked around to see a small gaggle of her girls gather, glaring at my friends and me, ready to pounce. I also noticed that Suzu, Naomi, and I were cornered. What do you want, Lisette?
Well, Anderson, I'm getting a little tired of this game. For years now, we've been at each other's throats.
Excuse me?
Shut it, Capini. The point is, let's let go of the past, shall we? We're both different people, and we're gonna graduate soon. I don't want to graduate with bad blood between us.
Almost like a cliche chick flit, Lisette had her hand out to me held her hand out to me with a smile. Was she joking? After all we had been through, she plotted her girls. She plotted with her girls to tease us, to make us miserable. She was the mastermind behind any operations against me. Years of her trying to undermine me because we both were top of our classes and she wanted to shake hands. Hold on. I got coffee. Ah. This wasn't like her at all. I rushed my gaze over her, trying to see what was different. Was she just tricking me? Was she being held in some kind of knife point? That's the sentence. My eyes landed on a small purple pencil sticking out of her pocket. For some reason it caught my eye. I knew something was up with it, but it was just a pencil. What could be up with a pencil?
Hello?
Is Diana making Lisette be nice to us? I snapped out of my trance and looked up at Lisette, who was glaring at me.
Are you going to shake my hand, or what?
Okay, hold on. This is scary. This is interesting. I didn't think this route was going to have much more to it. This one. Sure. I was better than her. Beyond better than her. She didn't deserve my hand, but I gave it anyway. Fine, let the past be the past. Lisette smiled before stepping back. It was strange, but the smile seemed genuine and complex.
Good. Bye, Anderson.
And with that, Lisette and her girl groupies left me and my friends alone. I wasn't the only one confused by the whole ordeal.
What just happened?
Did Lisette just try to...
Be the better person? Yeah.
Please don't tell me you forgave her so easily.
Nah, she's a bitch. Yeah, I did. I needed to let it go. She wanted to move on, and from the looks of it, she wouldn't bother me and my friends anymore. It was time to forgive and forget. I shrugged. Was it a good choice? I believed it was. I continued down the hall with Naomi and Suzu right beside me.
So, what about this guy? You're going on a date?
Just hanging out.
So, we can come with, right?
No way, Suzu. You have to babysit Francesca, and I have to go to a college interview.
I turned and smiled at my friends. Trust me, I'll be fine. It's just hanging out. I'll text you both when I get home. Like a pair of adorable parents, Naomi and Suzu nodded before heading out, leaving me to head after Andrew. I smiled to see him leaned against his car? You sure? Because it looks like we're still inside the school. He seemed all right, and luckily he wasn't surrounded by girls. Andrew smiled and waved me over. I rushed over and smiled back. Hey.
Hi.
Like a gentleman, Andrew opened my door for me, gesturing me inside. I stepped inside and sat down before he closed the door and circled to get into the driver's side. We pulled out of the parking lot and began to drive. To where, I didn't know, but I trusted Andrew to stay local since it was just hanging out.
Look, I know this seems weird, me picking you up and stuff, but I promise you'll love where we're going.
It better not be Grandpappy's grave, because that's just weird. Yeah, like, where are we going?
It's a cafe. The Pink Lady Cafe.
Oh,
Best
okay.
cinnamon rolls around, and their coffee is to die for.
Wait a minute. If you're there a lot and we're there a lot, how have we never met before? I've actually already been there, like, a lot.
Really? Oh, crap. I thought it would be a surprise. Damn.
I laughed. He seemed to want to impress me. Why, though? I let the idea slip as we fell back into silence. It was peaceful, but at the same time, I didn't know how to talk to Andrew. The only thing that connected us was the company and my grandpappy. He was funny, sure, but he was still somewhat a stranger. Oh, God. There's a lot of choices. I didn't expect there to be this many. Like, I thought we were, like, near the end. Stay silent. No need to make conversation, I guess. Silence was perfectly okay. It better be. I'm gonna be mad if I fail his route. However, the car suddenly began to play a song suddenly. I watched as Andrew effortlessly moved a hand from the wheel and pressed a button on his dash. His phone was connected to his car. This game was made in 2015. Why are they acting like that's confusing?
Andrew Lewis speaking.
Andrew, can you come to the office for a little bit? Your father needs a few folders, and he left them here. They're in the meeting room.
I just want to get this over with. Like, I'm not trying to rush it, but... Oh my god. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. I want Kit Kats and candy.
Really? Crap. Okay, I'll be there shortly.
He pressed the same button on his dash inside, slumping his shoulders.
I'm sorry. Can we stop by the Anderson office really fast? It's on the way and it'll be really quick.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, it's not like we're going on a date. Andrew nodded before traveling towards the city. I had only seen the building once, but it was the base of operations for the Anderson Toys Company. I never went inside, and I truly wasn't sure if I ever wanted to. I'd have to eventually, but until then, I remained ignorant of how the office looked. There was curiosity, yes, but I didn't know if I wanted to follow through with it. We pulled into a parking lot of a gigantic office building with the company name in bold letters at the top. Had to roll down my window and peek my head out to see the top. Yep, still as big as I remember it.
I'll zip in and zip out. It's just to pick up some documents, nothing special.
Why
I'll
are there
zip
so
in
many
and zip out.
choices? I'm so... Like, why did they do this? It's got me all paranoid. I'm gonna have to start using these ones soon, and I don't want to do that because that's, like, the major choices that could, like, affect the entire route. I'll go into.
Are you sure?
Yeah? I don't know how to feel about this. I'm so conflicted. I exited the car and closed the door, walking to be at Andrew's side. The building was huge, I had to admit, but I needed to fill the curiosity in my gut. What was it like on the inside? Andrew and I made our way inside, and he guided me to where he needed to go. Now, I know that there's a background image for the office, so I don't understand why they didn't use it here. Because you get to see it in the Diana, well, not the Diana route per se, but in the Diana route. All the while, I took in the sight. It was a corporate office, but it had the hint of fun flair with toys in every corner and on every desk. That's kind of creepy. Felt a smile grow on my face at the sight. This was my grandfather's company, all right. See, okay, there we go. Andrew and I entered the meeting room where a pile of folders topped with a strangely familiar purple pencil sat neatly on the table.
All right, there they are. Let's get them and...
What is going on here?
Oh no! Oh my god. Oh my god. I messed up. I messed up. I messed up. I messed up. What is with the pencil? I'm so shook. I've never seen... I'm so shook. I turned to see my very angry father, glaring at me and Andrew and blocking the doorway out. Andrew turned with the documents he needed in hand, almost dropping them at the sight of my dad.
Mr. Anderson,
Lewis, why is my daughter...
Oh my
with
god,
you?
I should have stayed in the car!
Well, sir, that is... I was just...
Stop mumbling.
I recognized those words and grew furious at the sound of them leaving his mouth. Why was he so mad? What was so wrong about me being with Andrew? What was his deal? Yeah, I'm sorry, but we speaking up. Enough was enough. No saving. Nope, we're just going for it. I stepped forward, placing myself between my dad and Andrew. I came with Andrew after school. We were gonna go out to a cafe together.
What did I tell you about
When did you get to decide who I'm with? I don't live under your roof anymore. I live in Grandpappy's house. I can take care of myself. I can choose who to be close to. I could practically feel red anger rise into my dad's face, but at this rate I didn't care. He had been controlling for far long enough. I don't have to listen to you anymore. I have my own life now. I can go to college, get a degree, and do what I want. I guess I have you to thank for making me work endlessly for good grades and scholarships. I felt my courage bubble in my gut. I was finally able to fully speak my mind. I wasn't in his house anymore. I was my own woman. The moment you made me move out was the moment you gave up your right to decide what I'd do with my life. Oh, this is truly the best ending. Oh my God. If I want to go to college and travel, then I can go to college and travel. Go to travel and college. If I want to give up my running for the CEO title, I can give up the running for the CEO title. If I want to meet with Andrew for cinnamon rolls, then I'm gonna meet with Andrew for cinnamon rolls. This is the game we all need in our lives. Where was this for the rest of the game? My God. My dad stepped back, staring wide-eyed at me. I felt like the slap he gave me was repaid tenfold just with my words! Oh my God, this is the most amazing thing. I can't believe I have waited this long to touch this route. I am shook. Oh my God, I am so pleased with everything. This is the ending I always wanted and never knew I needed. Diana, who? Oh my God. This is amazing. I wasn't a child anymore. I wasn't his pawn anymore. I could do what I wanted to do. Come on, Andrew, let's go. I began to walk toward my father, who stepped back and let me and Andrew pass without another word. I continued walking, retracing Andrew's steps to find the exit of the building. As we reached the car, I let out a large chunk of air I was holding in before getting in. Andrew followed into the driver's seat and looked at me. Did we mess up his route?
Are you okay?
By being aggressive? Yeah, I'm much better now. I'm freaking perfect.
Let me just say, that was pretty cool.
Oh, thank God. He liked it. I smiled and gently nudged him. Come on, let's get some cinnamon rolls. This is amazing! This is amazing! I'm so... Oh my God. Can you tell that my voice is shaking? Because it is, and I love it. This is amazing. Lily and Kay greeted us with happy smiles, giving us cinnamon rolls and coffee practically on the house. What's practically on the house? Does that mean like 50% off or what? I was pretty convinced Kay thought this was a date and wanted to make the situation more romantic than it needed to be. Nevertheless, Andrew and I chatted about ourselves. Right after college prep, he interned for the Anderson Company and gained my grandfather's favor. His dad took advantage and got Andrew a job in the company part-time. However, Andrew only worked there to learn more from Grandpappy versus actually trying to learn how to be the CEO. I was almost jealous. Soon, though, we had spent the entire afternoon together, and it was getting dark and cloudy. Andrew drove me home, picking up some Paradise Parlor for dinner, his treat. We stopped at the gates where Andrew walked me up to the front door.
I had a fun time. Thanks for coming out and having some coffee with me.
Yeah. Dude. Why is it getting rainy and creepy? I smiled as Andrew nodded to me, turning to head for his car. I stood there, watching him leave, when the rain started to fall. Andrew, unfortunately, was caught under the sudden rain and started racing to his car. As I turned to unlock my door, I heard him stop running.
Wait!
I turned back to see him facing me through the rain. He was getting soaked, but he remained looking at me with an almost adoring look in his eyes. What is it? I guess this isn't creepy then? I don't know. I don't know. I think the backdrop looks really creepy. Andrew quickly ran over, stopping as he reached the awning of the mansion, and stared at me. He was totally drenched from the rain, but he didn't seem to care.
Can I be stupid for a moment?
You can be stupid for the rest of your life, buddy. I ain't gonna stop you. I'm not Mr. Anderson. I guess.
Listen, you're probably the most interesting woman I've ever met. You're not afraid to be you, and that part of you makes you adorable.
Thank you. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Was he confessing to me? This was beyond surreal, but he continued.
I know this is stupidly crazy, but I really like you, and I know we've only just met. But I really want to be your friend, and maybe more, but if you're not cool with that, that's okay. I mean, you're way out of my league and stuff, so I'll understand.
Bro, it's like raining. Can't we do this inside? Holy crap, he was confessing. I stared wide-eyed at him as he confessed. What was I gonna say? We had just met, but he was cute and funny. What was even weirder was that he reminded me of myself. He had an overbearing father, and the one person that cared was Grandpappy. Andrew didn't know his future, and neither did I. Trapped in hell together. Seduce Me 2.5. It was scary how similar we were. Maybe it was a sign. I could hear my grandfather's laughter replaying from a distant memory. This whole thing set up by him? Was he setting this up now? If he is, can he like chill on the rain? Angel or not, I could only set my mind on what was happening now. Andrew had laid out his feelings for me and I had to reply. Question was, what was I going to say? Do I get a choice? Sorry! Sorry! I actually was trying to go for Diana this time around, so you kind of ruined everything. Why not? He was cute and funny, and we seemed to work well together. I smiled at him, and he smiled back with his goofy smile.
Wait, really? Really? Great!
Yes.
Wow. I totally thought I was being stupid and was gonna get kicked in the shin or something.
I mean, I can do that, too, if you want. I felt myself let out a laugh. Why would I kick you in the shin?
I don't know.
Why would I kick him in the shin? What? Stupid thought. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Andrew and I laughed before I unlocked the door. Wait, to the car or... Okay, to the house. Come on, let's get you dried up. The rain should pass soon, so you can stay over until it does.
Oh no, I couldn't possibly.
You have to, man! I insist! Andrew smiled gently and nodded before stepping into the house after me.
Hey, didn't you have servants and stuff?
I fired them. I fired them.
Huh? Never mind. Must have been a party arrangement thing.
Yeah. Wow, that's it? We went from that to months went by? Alright, whatever. We were happy, and eventually my graduation came along. I have no idea how much is left of this route, and I feel so bad, because, like, I'm really hungry for Kit Kats! The rest of the story could almost be passed over. I graduated from school as one of the top 10 students of my class. My family was proud, even my douchebag father. Maybe it was because I did my best at school. Maybe it was because I was finally a woman in his eyes. That's weird and creepy. Andrew, who later became my boyfriend, worked hard at the company, but often took time off to be with me. We ended up going out and learning about each other more and more as each day went by. As for his family, his mother was extremely happy that he finally got a girlfriend. Surprisingly, I was his first. This, to me, was shocking. His father wasn't too thrilled, but after I introduced myself and got to know his parents, his dad came to love me like a daughter. Okay, so apparently, Andrew's dad is not as terrible as Mr. Anderson. But what of my future? Well, with Andrew's support, I finally decided to stand up for myself. A year after I graduated, Andrew and I presented our cases, and the board decided to have Andrew step into the CEO position of the Anderson Toys Company. My father was beyond shocked. I congratulated Andrew and went to the University of Chicago to get a degree while Andrew dedicated himself full-time to the company. Andrew vowed to respect the wishes of the late CEO and helped the company become an even grander one. Andrew had a large amount of heart, so it was easily accomplished. My grandfather would have been proud to see how Andrew helped it shine. With the CEO position filled, my father had no choice but to let me decide my future, which made me happy beyond compare. No longer would I have the future scaring me into a corner. I could choose my life on my own. That being said, I was still scared of where the future was going to take me. What did I want to do? Did I want to help Andrew build the company? Did I want to venture off on my own? Andrew reassured me that he would support me and help me through whatever I decided to do. I was grateful and would never forget that promise. I was happy, and nothing could shake me down from that happiness. God, this just goes on forever. I love it. One morning I woke up and took in all that had happened as if it were all a dream. My life seemed to fall perfectly into place. It was almost surreal. That's another thing they say a lot. Writing it all down.
Is everything as you wanted?
What? I sharply turned my head to see a woman, dressed in a gold and black gown, staring at me with unnatural red eyes. For some reason, I felt as if she was familiar. I just couldn't place my finger on it. She twirled around a small purple pencil, smiling to me with a happy look. I, however, wasn't happy to have a sudden intruder. Who are you?
There's no need to worry about who I am. I just wanted to make sure you got what you desired. I didn't want to just leave you empty-handed.
Wait, so that's kind of lame. She handed us our happy ending with her freaking purple pencil. That's not interesting. Man, that makes me feel like all of our... Man! This was making no sense, yet in my heart, I felt like it did. Something about her was making my heart both elated and angry, but I couldn't pin down why. How did she even appear in my room in the first place? Whoever you are, you need to leave. I will not hesitate to call the police.
Oh, I'm leaving all right. I just wanted a small pick-me-up. Chasing down boys and bringing them home was a hard job and took a lot out of me.
I want to see that story. I felt suddenly weak, staring at the woman. I felt warm and fuzzy inside my body, and I wanted the woman to cure me? What? Why was I feeling like this?
Would you mind if I steal a little kiss for the road? It'll be a long trek to where I'm going, and I need to make sure I have the energy to get there. It's only fair since I helped you get your little happy ending, no?
I mean, yeah, but I wish I had known what our real ending would have been without your interfering. I felt myself nod. What was I doing? Living a lie, apparently. The woman smiled before walking over, leaning over me, and kissing my cheek. I felt waves of energy deplete from my body through my cheek. I felt elated and confused, but I almost moaned at the feel of the kiss. No! After a short moment, the woman finally stepped away with a lick of her lips. She rubbed a finger over her lip as she stepped away from me. I couldn't help but stare blankly at her in surprise and confusion.
Lovely. Now, this is the last time you'll see me. I hope you and your sweet Andrew have a wonderful life together.
I mean, maybe we will, but now because you interfered, I don't know if it's even going to be real. Woman placed the purple pencil into the cleavage of her... Why? God, I love Diana. And began to leave the room. I was too stunned to move, but I watched as the woman opened my balcony window, floated up, and dropped off the balcony. balcony.
And thus, my price is paid.
What does that even mean? I heard her voice echo in my mind before I heard the snapping of a pencil, breaking my thoughts. What was I thinking about? Oh, yes, my life. I let my mind wander to my future before my phone started ringing. I instantly picked it up. Hello?
Hey, wanna go out today? I need to get out of the office and now is my only chance. I'll pay for dinner.
Yes.
Will do. See you then.
And that was my happily ever after. That's it? We didn't get a trophy, so I don't think I did it right. I'm so mad. How did I mess it up? How? Oh my god. How did I mess it up? No! I don't know the angel's password. No. God dang it, I didn't get the true ending! No! I'm so bad at this game! What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? I got Diana's. No, I didn't get Matthew's. I really didn't get Matthew's. Pretty sure I got Eric's. Yeah, I got Eric's. That's nice. God dang it. Who the heck is... Oh, Mika. I'm still missing 2. One's got to be from the chaos ending. I don't know what the other one would be, though. I don't have anything for Suzu. Man! I'm so ticked. I don't understand how I keep messing up. Like, I need to figure out what I did wrong, because I don't, like... Hold on. That's nice. I didn't even get ending credits. I can't. How do I mess up this badly this many times? It's not a hard game. But I'm worried that if I just go back and try picking different options, beating up the girl. Yeah, I wish that would have fixed it all. I don't know what I did wrong. I thought I did everything right. Man, I'm gonna have to look up how to do this route because I refuse. Ugh, whatever. But it's break time. Get up, stretch, have a drink, have a snack, pet your pets for me, and I will be back soon.